She just told me she's going to go hand in a resignation. Mum wasn't happy at her job and I knew it. She didn't like it. Today Mum told me she's going to quit her job to work full time at Blues and Greens. And it's probably like the fucking proudest I've ever been. Just fucking go after it. Get after it. Let's go. It's bloody cold. And watch your mouth. Formally diagnosed myself with still physically quite alone, but what I'm working towards, it feels worth it. The mission's big and it's never going to stop. And you see that new lock screen, I will change the world. No one's ever going to quite understand you. And I'm fully aware and fully confident and comfortable with the fact that, you know, I may go my whole life continuing to feel misunderstood. I just met someone who is going to play a massive role in the future of Blues and Greens.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
I see the value in your role. What I was going to ask you is what do you feel like you guys need in your bank account each week for Mum to... Bit of a weird day today, and that's going to be always the case in business, in people management. And today's been one of those days where it's like, yeah, you can plan whatever you want to do today, but sometimes things just go out the window, and that's the nature of the game. But I wouldn't want to be doing anything else. But in better news, I've just got an email from an AFL club. I'm not sure where this is going to go. I'm not sure what will be the outcome, but it started with a cold DM on LinkedIn. I'm meeting with the head of community engagement at one of the AFL clubs tomorrow, and this is a sign or a reminder that if you don't ask, you'll never know. I'm actually seeing a psychologist for the very first time. Reason being is I'm looking to formally diagnose myself with ADHD. The more the business has grown, the more I've seen it take a bit more of an effect. I hold a lot of confidence with where I'm at. I'm very proud of myself. I'm very excited, and who knows what the future's going to hold. That's the beauty. Just fucking go after it. Get after it. Oh. Jeez, this is a weird view. What this journey of entrepreneurship, I guess you could call it, has taught me is no one's ever going to quite understand you. And I'm fully aware and fully confident and comfortable with the fact that, you know, I may go my whole life continuing to feel misunderstood. I say this because, yeah, I don't know, a lot's going on and a lot's changing, and people don't quite realise what it took. That's going to explain it better. Listen to this. These are my new bits of artwork. Steve Jobs quote, Kobe Bryant quote, but Harry Quayle quote. And I'm going to read this out. Today was for sure a win. I did so much today. I made good progress on a few things. Although I came into a stress tonight, it's okay. It's the finance that stressed me out a little, but I know it'll all work out. This is all part of my success story. I can already feel that feeling of tapping my card and never having to worry. I can fucking feel it. Today, however, I forecasted to hit $0 in my bank account again. But this is my story. Take these risks, learn these lessons. I wouldn't want to be doing anything else. This is all part of my success story. 17th of October, 2025.
Conservative, all right?
Yeah. She just told me she's going to go hand in a resignation. And like today, Mum told me she's going to quit her job to work full time at Blues and Greens. And like, I think that's probably one of my biggest goals I ever wanted to do. And it's probably like the fucking proudest I've ever been, because it's like, Mum wasn't happy at her job and I knew it. She didn't like it. And she's always worked so hard to provide for us and for me and for your family, as all mums do. And to like be able to give her the opportunity to do something she loves now and work with me, relax, not having to get up early in the morning and drive to a job she doesn't enjoy, like, fuck. It's pretty cool. I've got another meeting where it's with someone from outside of Blues and Greens, someone who's quite a respected person, wealth of knowledge in sort of the field that I'm in, and I feel like it's cool to be able to have these on file, on record, capture these moments, because you never quite know where these first meetings lead to. Like if I was to have that first meeting I had with Andre and be able to look back on that, and now to see the role he's playing in Blues and Greens and what he's done for me in my personal life and what he's going to continue to do, I think that's awesome. And, you know, first time meeting this person, and you never quite know what role they may end up playing in Blues and Greens, what door they may open. One last thing. As much as I understand people have busy lives, and I can't relate to the fact that life gets busy when you have kids, because this guy has kids. Don't like it. Here we go. He's in.
A few moments later.
I am fucking tired today. And it's made me realise, hustle culture. Stay up late, get up early. But I'm just not sharp when I don't sleep. But I was up late, got up early for a boxing session this morning. So I slept like 6 hours or something. And I never quite feel sharp. So sleep. Hence why I'm slouching. It's kind of one of those days where I'd love to have someone else to give me a bit of a chop out. I've got discovery calls until 10 p.m. Fuck. Calls until 10 p.m. tonight. So, I just hit 10,000 followers. And to be honest, all I've been doing is just staring at this screen since about, I don't know, an hour ago from when I just ticked over 10,000 followers, and it doesn't do much. It doesn't change the way how I feel, or like, it's pretty fucking crazy though. But it doesn't change anything. But like, it's crazy that like, for so long, I guess it was just, not that people intentionally do it, but you get laughed at or little side comments or whatever it may be. And I always had this delusional belief that Blues and Greens was going to work out. There was never any proof, any reason why. People thought I was crazy, but I just always knew things were going to click, even when the path never looked certain or clear, or it didn't even look like there was a path. And to me, that just looks now like, it just looks legit. It's not a passion project anymore. It's not what we're building is pretty real, and it's a organisation that has standards, that has culture, that is driving to a real fucking mission. Sitting on the floor, and it is 8:36, Sunday, 13th of July. And the last few days have been pretty tough, I'm not going to lie. And I find it hard to sometimes continue to find motivation. I think it's just, it can be draining, what I do. I kind of just spoke about this morning, or I feel like last time I spoke to the camera, I spoke about it, around just having that break away from work. But yeah, I think a lot's just happened, you know, life's been pretty full on. Definitely makes you realise like just how important those breakaways from the hustle and bustle are. And, you know, I date my mind back to like 4 weeks ago before I moved to Melbourne, and you put on this tough guy persona acting as if I was just going to come here and just fucking work 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. I don't want my life to be so fucking one-dimensional. There's so much more to me than work and business. You know, I've got a big old heart, hence why I do what I do. I think what part of my problem is right now is I just feel super freaking lonely. And not lonely in the sense of like, I need company, but more just like, I don't know, like, it kind of just feels like I'm back to where I was this time last year, let's say, or, you know, back end of last year where it was just me slogging away. I had a very tight-knit team, a lot of communication there where over the last week or two, I've just needed to be doing a lot of discovery calls all day, every day. And I think that's just draining me a lot. And it's kind of like just me, you know? Yeah, I just feel like I got no one. I know I do. I sound like a fuckwit saying this shit. But like, yeah. Gee whiz. It's been a fucking hectic few days. Huge wake-up call. To a lot of things, a lot of anxieties and all those big negative words. But right now I've got a few of the boys from Melbourne popping in and saying g'day. And we're just gonna have a bit of a hangout, chat, bit of a question and answer if need be, but should be good just to see these boys in real life. And this is me behind the greens, and today is very much a behind the greens day. Feeling a bit shit, feeling a lot of, I don't like saying out loud because all that does is reinforces to me these negative things I'm feeling. At the end of the day, grinding isn't always the answer, and I think I got comfortable thinking grinding was always the answer because I had the outlay of like, I had that breakaway and that vision of who was for and what it was for. So now it's just trying to shift that motive, I guess. But it's moments like these when it's so easy to throw the towel in, so easy to sit and rot and fucking scroll through TikTok and pretend your emotions don't exist. And I know everyone else takes moments like these as a way to give up and give in. And all that does is remind me just how hard it is to succeed and to achieve greatness. Makes me realise, fuck, this is usually when people give up, this is usually when people quit. And that's why there's so few people who can change the world. There's so few people who do make it to the top. And the top of the mountain is a fucking small little peak, so no wonder. I was sitting here on the couch, and you can probably hear it in the background, watching Behind the Diary and realising, how on earth am I meant to make videos as good as that? I find it's hard getting up, but I need to be doing this shit, challenge myself. I've been doing boxing 3-4 times a week and been loving it, and it's just been that, you know, wake up and I'd love to just stay in bed, my big comfy bed, but gotta get on with things. It's bloody cold, and I gotta run there because I'm still without a car. So a little 2k run to warm up, and we're good to go. 11:08 on a Friday night, a bloody big night for the business. Whilst everyone's out boozing or whatever they do on Friday nights these days, I went out for dinner obviously with Andre and his family, but I had a meeting with a big dude coming into the business potentially straight after, and ended up sort of sticking around longer than anticipated. But it's one of those things which some pieces just click tonight. If we're going to go on the scale that we're trajecting and visioning and planning to head to, you got to move these chess pieces now. So by this time next week, I think there'll be 2 more full-time, I'm not going to say that, I'm going to say 2 more A players in Blues and Greens playing pretty significant roles. You know, we still have to pay our mentors, we have to run ads, marketing costs, software costs, all that stuff. So being able to get some corporate subsidy funding or individual funding or grants is kind of where we're transitioning into now. And that's why I'm bringing it up, because that's what the conversation was about tonight. I need to get that thing up on the wall. But the apartment's coming together. You know, it's pretty much good, you know, set up and whatnot. I want a beanbag there. I said it last night, but gonna go for a walk. Jesus. Yeah. What are you doing bumping me, mate? I'm gonna go for a walk. And cut my hair, get some brekkie, and just sit and process a few of the ideas, the conversations we had last night. Because we're about to execute some shit this week. As you can see, haircut was not had. Breakfast was had, but haircut was not had. Not even going to go into the story why, but I'm going to get it done because it's a mob. We're just editing some videos whilst I wait for someone to call me back. Usually I don't edit videos, I actually have a video editor. Shout out to Team Blues and Greens video editing because these videos wouldn't be possible without the GOAT.
You're all I can think of, every drop I drink up. I will be your remedy when the world seems.
I think the essence of it is just like sometimes it takes a jab to the face, a pushback to reaffirm you of all the things that of all the reasons why you're doing the things that you're doing. And to me, now just trying to strip back to like the core of Blues and Greens, the core of Harry Quayle, and a lot of what makes me, me. Already been chatting over text.
Yeah.
Frothing.
Yeah, just talking about it. He's actually into his boxing as well. So
Oh, let's go.
doing a little bit of chats about that and
The virgin boxing gloves and all that stuff.
Watch your mouth.
What's this?
Watch your mouth.
And you got
Visitors.
air fryer here. Big shitty air fryer.
You're welcome to get out.
Just looking. Enough car rates to order this.
No, I didn't. Mum did.
Huh?
For you. No water tank in there.
How come?
Because I haven't bought it.
Why? That should be.
I just met someone who is going to play a massive role in the future of Blues and Greens. 7:30 on a Saturday night. Just did a job interview. It's just one of those guys who is just going to fill a massive void, number one, but also be able to take it well and truly past the next level. Oh, I don't even know what to say. I'm excited. This move to Melbourne is already making sense. All alone in my apartment on a Saturday night. But I wouldn't want to be doing anything else. If I want to schedule in a Saturday night job interview, I can do it. And you see that new lock screen, I will change the world. 9:25 on a Saturday night and wrapping up week 3 behind the greens. A pretty wild week. Ups, downs, blues, greens, all else in between, but to close the week, I'm pretty fucking happy, pretty fucking excited, and there's good things brewing up. I'm grateful for all the support, for all the people who back me in, and I'm grateful for the people who didn't back me in and doubted me, and that's the shit that fuels me. So yeah, the mission's big and it's never going to stop, and you're going to watch along as I build something that's going to change the world every single week on a Wednesday behind the greens. Time to have something to eat and go to sleep.